espera aí que os primeiros 10 segundos e tal. Sabe como é que é, né?
Sim. Ah, você começou a gravar, a mulher do Google avisou aqui.
É. Daí eu vou pegar esse arquivo e vou cortar, né? Não vou subir tudo no YouTube direto, que é foda também, né?
Uhum.
Você tá pronto? Tô pronto.
A hora que você quiser começar, você me fala.
Tá bom. Vamos lá, deixa eu entrar no personagem de novo, que faz tempo que eu não
Uhum.
sou americano.
Deixa que eu começo. A hora que você quiser, me fala.
Vai, vai, vai.
Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Breeze Talks. Today is a different episode. It's kind of different because today we are doing this offline. We are not streaming this episode just like we did in the previous ones. We had some technical problems that we had to deal with, but now we are dealing with it. We are solving the problems, and we are going to go to get back to our schedule. I'm here. I'm Macedo. Welcome back again. I'm here with my boy Cici.
Uhul! Macedo! Yeah!
Yeah, we had a brief hiatus. Is that what you call it? Hiatus? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. I never saw anyone speak this word, actually.
Yeah, me too. But well, we did a brief pause on our schedule because we had those problems to deal with. But well, like I said, I'm here with my boy Cici. This weekend, he has rented a goddamn VR headset and he had some fun with it, didn't you?
True, 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 my friend. It may seem very weird to you, my international friends, to rent an Oculus Quest 1. I actually rented the first one, not the second one. And it may seem weird, however, in Brazil, it's very expensive. I'm not paying full price yet.
Yeah, you know how it is. I don't even know how much does it cost in dollars, but here you can actually be sure that it will be like three times the price or even more.
It's
So we
actually
have
two
the
times the price.
two times the price. Yeah, but well, we have these alternatives. CC got some random dude to rent him the headset, and today I want to ask him what was his experiences with this VR.
Well, it has been amazing. It really has been a good decision. I have taken a good decision. Because to put this in perspective for you guys, uh, it's not common to have VR headsets here in Brazil. Many people have never really tried them, except for those small experiences where someone uses like maybe a cell phone VR, mobile, not a true VR headset, a modern one. And this one's very different. It's uncommon here. I myself haven't tried yet, and it has been an amazing experience.
Yeah, me too. Me personally, I haven't tried any VR gear or headset or whatever, and like forever. I have never tried it unless unless we if we can consider this just like you said. There are some basic
Mobile, yeah, they're called mobile VR.
mobile apps and some cardboard
Yeah,
some
actually, I
cardboard.
myself have introduced Macedo to this.
Yeah, exactly. So apart from that cardboard gear that it can make you interact with those apps, with VR apps on the phone, I haven't really tried the real VR. So today I'm gonna see what CC has experienced with it.
Yes, yes. I'll first tell you my story with VR, because soon I will get to my point today. I want to talk about innovative ways to use VR and technology. But
Oh,
first,
interesting.
I will tell a story, okay?
All right.
So yes, I guess as you guys may have seen, I'm kind of a nerd, and I have always been. I have always been the guy who likes technology. And my story with VR starts when I was a kid, just movies, you know. That's what we had contact. But then one day, when it was like 2012, I guess, I was, no, 2013, I was about to enter high school, or I was in high school, I don't know.
Yeah.
And Google did a project called Google Cardboard, as you guys may know, and that makes VR cheap. You can use your phone. That's when it all first started. I bought for myself. I thought that was crazy. Showed my brothers, my family, and then I took the VR cardboard to school. Showed my friends, and lo and behold, Macedo was one of them.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? That's so trippy.
And
Because
that's
that was
kind.
something entirely new. Not only the technology itself, it was not really new, but for us, it was.
Yeah, for us it was. As I said before, it's kind of uncommon here in Brazil, and it's pretty much a couple years later after smartphones really started to show up. You know,
Yeah,
smartphones were also new stuff.
yeah. I kind of remember that the smartphones were actually being introduced to the market at that time. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why it was very crazy. Too. It was kind of a combo, you know.
Yeah, and what a combo.
Well, anyway, as I was saying, after that, that's my first experience. Second experience, there was a very big game con, I guess you can say, convention when people go.
Yes, like what's the name of that convention? That's like
The big
where
one,
yeah, the big one that I forgot the name.
Furrycon.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever.
Anyway, here in Brazil there was a big one about games, Brazilian Game Show, BGS, we called here.
Yeah,
And it was also in the beginning of like YouTube too. Monarch and other Minecraft YouTubers were very big there back then, you know.
I remember that. What a face.
Yeah, crazy times, you know. Also, those rage faces, they were also pretty hyped, you know. But anyway, I went to that con and there was one big line, you know, huge ass line. And I was like, "Yo, what is this for?" And some guy said, "This is for actual VR headsets." And it was an Oculus Rift, you know. They were testing like I guess the first VR uh, Oculus team made. It's called the Dev One, like the for real first modern VR. And I was
Yeah,
like, okay, I'll get into this. Let me see it. Why not?
why not?
Yeah, and then I stayed on the line, and I guess that was actually let me go on a tangent here because I was just starting to remember. Actually, the cardboard experience wasn't my first contact with VR.
No?
Actually, no, no, no. Now that I remember, as a kid, like when I was like 8 years old or six, something like that, like 2006, you know, something
Yeah.
around that. My father showed me a magazine, and it was like for products that it was kind of a science magazine, and they were actually talking about literally Oculus Rift because this has been in the making for about 10 years at that time, you know.
Wow, 2006?
Yeah. As people who know the story of the Oculus Rift know, the story is kind of like some guy in his garage started doing this project, and it was very revolutionary. In like he started 2006, and then like 2008 he made some noise, and then he kind of made a Kickstarter, and it worked well, and that led up to the very first dev kit for the Oculus Rift, which was what was I was in the line for. You know, that's the main story.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I mean, I knew that VR was nothing new. I mean, if you use our decade as new, but I haven't imagined being like so back to 2006, 2008. But
Yes.
well, that's great. And man, I love Kickstarter. There are lots of great stuff being posted there.
Fuck yeah. True. It's pretty
Uh,
amazing, right? Yeah, with the power of like a lot of people giving $10, we can create like magical technology.
yeah, we can produce magic, man. Kickstarter itself is magic. I love that
I
place.
I really love the internet, really.
Yeah, but well, the dude, I always imagine the Oculus Rift and these modern gears being produced by Google itself or some big corporation, not some dude in their garage.
Well, yeah, that's because this was 15 years ago, you know. Now it has been about 15 years. Google and Facebook are the main guys right now in 2021. But back then, when I first read the magazine, it was kind of like a pitch idea, not really just a concept. And it's amazing to see that that concept has evolved due to some ingenious guy and also Kickstarter, and actually happened. That's why I was so amazed in that big ass line. You know, I waited for 2 hours for this because I
Wow,
hyped this for like 10 years.
wow. Oh well, if you waited 10 years to see that, I guess that 2 hours wasn't half that bad.
Yeah, actually, that's true. That was my thought, but I was also there with my girlfriend and my brother. And my
Mm.
brother was like, "Hey man, fuck you, bro. I don't want to wait in the line 2 hours. I'm going to fuck off."
I'm gonna fuck off and see other stuff. I'm not be waiting here with you for 2 fucking hours to see some glass.
No, but I was like, okay, you do you, you know. I'll stay here. Come back in 2 hours, okay?
And then when you got to the end of the line to actually experiment
Yeah.
the gear, did you use it for how many time? 10 minutes?
No, just 5 minutes. I
Oh,
use it. It
that's
was no, but that's the thing with VR. It doesn't really matter how long you were there in real life. The experience seems kind of longer than it really is, you know.
yeah, it messes up with your perception.
Yeah,
Um,
and
sort.
this game, it wasn't a game. It was like sort of a roller coaster. However, it was hyper realistic. So you were in a room, and you were really small, like tiny, like toy sized, and you are a toy that goes around the hyper realistic room. It was insane, like breathtaking for real.
Yeah, I remember that when you took that cardboard with your gear to school, I guess it was a roller coaster as well.
Yeah,
But
that
this one was different.
yes, yes, it was very difficult because my cell phone couldn't render it enough. And when you use the headset, different from the cardboard, you are really isolated because you also have like the headphones and you also have hands and you also can't see the outside, you know.
Oh
That
man, that's
all brings
amazing.
everything together and makes a very different experience.
Oh man, I really want to try this. But well, you try that. I mean, this was in 2013, right?
No, this has been in 2015 already, and at that time I was kind of down in the dumps, you know.
Uh huh. Yeah,
And yeah, you know what I'm saying. Macedo was there.
yeah.
But anyway, when I was there, looking at that VR headset, for some reason that really stuck with me because I kind of was sad and I saw how crazy technology was and how advanced. And I was like, no, guys, if you like it, the cardboard, that's just like the tip of the iceberg. You guys have no idea how amazing this stuff can be. And I really cling to that feeling, you know?
And then you carried on this film all through today.
Yeah, I guess I could say that at some point uh, I kind of felt for myself, you know, I have no reason to keep living. That was my thought, you know. I have no reason to keep living. I'm sad, but I just want to make enough money to buy the shit. I felt good there. I just That's my motive, my reason for now.
That's my motivation for now. I want to use this shit, and I will no matter what. And hey, you got it. You made it.
Yes, that really helped me. That thought really helped. That's why I'm here today. That's true.
That's fucking amazing. And well, since that last experience back in 2015, you haven't really used it or had
No,
another experience, right? You
no,
just
no.
you just use it again like last weekend.
Yes, I guess you could say so. At that point, after 2015, then I had to go to college, and my money situation changed. That was the point I kind of started to just look from away to the subject, understand like how it works, and I'll just never touch it. But I knew what was happening.
Yeah,
And then I used this thing this week, and now this is where I want to get the cool stuff. This is like Oculus Rift 2.0 because like there's no cables now. You can move around. When you move in the game, you move for real, bro. It's crazy.
true wireless. That's dope.
They
And
fucking did
well,
it.
yeah, do you know what really hypes me up? It's those stuff. They are like treadmills, you know,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
when you can fucking run around and really be immersed into the experience. That makes me crazy.
That's pretty crazy. Also, did you know that there is one guy who has created like the ultimate setup? Like, have you watched Ready Player One?
Yeah.
There is one gear they use in the plates, and it's kind of like it flips you over upside down.
I can imagine that.
So yeah, this guy has actually made a huge ass machine, and like it holds his legs in such a way that it can simulate terrain. Because if you climb a hill, the machine moves your feet in such a way that it goes with the slope.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if he flies and he turns himself upside down, the machine literally turns the guy upside down. Can you imagine?
Oh shit, that's like a flight simulator on steroids. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Also, if you think about it, that's a machine that can really kill a man.
Man, I really want to try that.
It's pretty cool. Well, I guess I'll go on this tangent a little later. That's what I was wanting to talk about innovative ways to use VR, right?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I guess that's the point of my story. I used the VR headset Oculus Quest, and it's pretty much what they promised us back then, like 20 years ago. That's it. That's what I was hoping for.
Well, we can say that just like just like in other industries. The VR is nowadays being used, not mainly, but a big part of it is being used for the gaming industry. But
Mhm.
it can be used in so much more ways than that. So apart from gaming, what are your views on it? What can we do with it? What could it be used for?
Well, I guess it could be used for many things. Well, one of them, I guess, the main point, I guess I would be driven to think about using this in a psychology context because, after all, I'm a psychology student.
Yeah.
You can really use that. It's very different because right now we are suffering from having to do interviews and sessions through the webcam, and that's flat screen, and that's kind of weird. Right now, I can even see Macedo's mouth. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and then you can't actually read body language or
Correct?
or any other signals that are not put into the voice itself, the speech itself. But well, this example that you were given, can you see that happening not soon, but kind of soon? Because well, okay, we have the technology to simulate the environment. We both of us can put on a headset and be immersed into a virtual environment,
Yes.
but not only that, we will actually need a we will actually need good graphics. So the environment can render my facial expressions, my body language accurately. You know?
Well, I'm not so sure graphics is the main point. I guess there are some stuff we have to show. And that would be like, as you said, body language, your hands, your lips, and that stuff. But like the actual room, I guess there is a floor limit. We have to be at least a little beautiful, that's true. But I guess most people won't be able to get to the optimal graphical need.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and when I say graphics, I don't mean the environment itself. I mean the people.
Oh, see, yes,
So
yes, yes.
yeah. Well, well, that's true. You can make. We can actually find a way to, I don't know, um, try to implement all these. I mean, all the human behavior, everything we do regarding movement, body movement, or facial expressions, or whatever, all of this. We don't actually need to get some PS10 or Xbox 1000 graphics.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I mean, I guess that this can be helped by AI and deepfake. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I guess so. It has been mostly used so far. This is next gen stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Current gen, we are wireless, and our hands they are tracked perfectly. Not perfectly, but it's acceptable. It's pretty fucking good. You can see your fingers and all, you know.
Yeah.
And there are also some lip syncing stuff, but I guess in the next gen, lip sync and also eye tracking it's gonna be huge, very very important, and that makes conversations way different.
Yeah, now that you say it, I sync no lip syncing and the
Eye
eye
tracking.
movements, eye tracking are very important too for reading a person behavior, and that's crazy.
Yeah, in fact, this is like the goal of the industry for the next gen. Facebook has said this before, and also HTC Vive. They are on this goal for the next 5 years, or the next headset at least.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I guess that the I can be too optimistic. No, not too optimistic, but too. I don't know. Let's be hypothetical here.
Okay.
Uh, we could use this for some Matrix like shit. We could use the VR for like real training. You want to learn some stuff? You can enter here and learn whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, 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 that's true. Actually, I have seen a news just yesterday. A college course has in I guess it's the US, Boston, I don't know. They
MIT.
have just done a course fully in VR. World history, you go there, you see the map, go to the countries. The whole class is in VR.
Whoa, that's rich. But I mean, well, okay. This is new. This is being implemented now. This is a new technology, a new thing being introduced to our society. But let's go to the next step. Let's raise this bar. I mean
One more, one more.
one more. Let's try some real Sword Art Online shit.
Well,
No,
yeah, I want to try that too, but I guess for now we'll have to stick with stuff that are at least close to real life. We can go to the fantasy side, So it has to be
no,
Matrix, not Sword Art.
no, I'm not talking on. I gave a bad example. That's my fault. I gave a bad example, but I mean, yeah, I'm talking about real life skills and real life knowledge. For example, there's a cooking simulator
Hmm.
where you can actually mm, cook stuff and follow recipes and stuff like that. You have all the utensils, all the food all out there, and you can get it and try it. We could use that for other stuff, like I don't know. Let me think about an
I know
example.
one. I know one. Can I say one?
You say it.
Health related to the health of people. Like we train doctors, we train nurses, dissecate bodies,
Yeah,
frogs,
that's true.
look at
That
hearts, brains,
yeah.
like
Mm,
macro level, micro level. We can go inside cells.
yeah, that's the ultimate example that you gave here. I was thinking here before you say this, we could use it this to fix electronics. You know, you get the
Hmm.
what's the name of it? It's the
Soldering iron? I don't
yeah
know.
you get
Soldering. I don't
yeah
know.
you get the soldering iron. You get the boards and you fix shit up. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You get real life skills and real life knowledge and practice it. You don't need to actually do it in real life where you can fail and you can what's the word? Um
Make a mistake, I guess.
yeah, you can make a mistake, but you can
Die?
shit. Well, yes. That's the also that you can fuck up resources. I forgot the word. You can
Oh, yeah. You don't have to use stuff.
yeah, you don't need to use physical stuff. You can just rinse and repeat your training without having to waste real resources.
Yes,
For
and I
example,
think we
in the
are.
medical example that you gave, you don't actually need to operate a person where you can kill them. You
Yeah,
can fuck up
imagine
their
that.
brain, and that's what
Yeah,
I'm talking
imagine you
about.
go to class and then your teacher says, "Hello, guys. This is the doctor school, and today we are going to learn desiccation. And so please make pairs."
You're gonna dissecate your little friend on your side.
Sorry, guys, it has to be like this: one body for one learn.
If you die, you die. Yeah, that's it.
Good
And
luck.
good luck. If you really die, you won't be able to dissecate your friend on your turn. So please don't die. All right.
Sorry. But yeah, I know what
No.
you're saying. That's pretty much the idea, and I guess we are at that point. We are there at that point, especially for my job, which involves talking and being there with the person. Just the act of you imagine this. Well, I guess you haven't used the Oculus Quest, but it has a guardian system, so
Sure.
you can move around in the room so long as you don't go out of the boundaries.
Oh, it can it has a sensor that it has a camera, right? So when
No, it's
you
fucking insane, bro. It's like this. I'll tell you my view. This
okay,
is what I see. First, you put on the headset, and then it turns on, and then you can see the world around you, but black and white.
all right.
And that's because there are four cameras. Imagine the square in your face. In each point of the square, there is a camera.
Mm-hmm. So you
And
can
then,
see so you can have a 360 view for
yeah,
the
I
headset.
get. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's 360, but it's kind of hard to see right in front of you.
All right.
But anyway, you use your hands and then you look at where you want to play. and then you point at that place and you start tracing something, and then that's the boundary, and that's it. After you're done, you press OK, pling, suddenly you are in a beautiful room, and there's a menu right above you full of stuff, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't see shit. However, if you walk around, you can move freely, open your arms, jump, do whatever you want. You move there just like you would. But if you start moving outside of the boundary, suddenly you start to see the boundary again. And if you touch it, your hands go red. But if you go, in my experience, I was playing in my living room and I wanted to go to the kitchen to get a drink of water. And if you start to move into the kitchen, suddenly it's all black and white again, you know? Crazy.
Oh, it is some kind of. It's not for safety. Well, it can be used for safety, but it's like to not to not break the immersion. What what's really the point?
It's the point too. That's true. That's what makes it wireless, like true wireless. You can play anywhere, and you are fully immersed. So long as you have a big play space, I guess you can move around, like get close to the menu and physically touch it with your hand, or throw it somewhere to the other side of the room. Then go there and touch it again. But if you really have to move outside to the back to the real world, just go to another room, which is the real world.
Oh, get it. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
I'm here just thinking about this.
you have to see. You really have to see to understand, you know.
Yeah, but
But what?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, the difference from the cardboard one is that I don't have to babysit the person. You know, you can move around, no problem. You're not gonna bump into shit, so you
Yeah.
can really be there in the other world.
Wow. And some another thing that I was thinking about that I'm not sure if this can be considered VR at all because
Mm.
you wouldn't be like really experiencing a virtual environment. But for example, we could have someone to put on a headset on their heads and then experience. I mean, this example already exists. For example, a doctor is at home and
Hmm.
then he puts on a headset and then he operates someone that it is on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, it's very possible.
And we could make this could use this example as well for like operating drones and hovers and robots that are on Mars.
That's true. Also, I kind of want to make a point going back to what I said about psychology. I guess we could make my own. What's the word for the doctor's room? Consultory? I don't know.
I
Well,
guess it's their office, I guess.
yeah, my office. I could make my own office in virtual reality. And I say this. Well, my office is a 2 by 2 meters square, and there is a chair in front of you, and there is a chair for you to sit at the edges of the square. And you do that in real life. You move your chair, and so do I. And once we put the glasses, we are there in the office. And I can actually get up from my chair and move around to you and be there closer to you if I need to.
Man, imagine the possibilities. I mean, there are legal implications and stuff like that. But I mean, you you could work with any one of the on the planet. I mean, you will receive your degree in psychology now. Okay, you are in Brazil now, and nowadays we don't have this technology. But considering that very soon we could have a technology like this, you wouldn't be bound. to
Yeah,
Brazil anymore. You could like, man, that's crazy. You could actually,
transcend reality. You can transcend reality and actually go to another reality where we can all meet and we can all be the same, and be there together.
yeah. And in your case, in your example, you wouldn't need to be a psychologist just for Brazilians anymore. You could do this shit for anyone on the planet.
Yeah, that's like
Imagine this
the
for other professions as well. I mean, it could be used for anything.
yeah, I can do psychology to people who live on the moon.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Imagine shit.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
not
there's one last
I'm not
thing
gonna
that I
give
need
this
to tell. I
example.
really have to tell you this. I have been really dying to tell. I wanted to play one game. There is only one game that does this, and I
Yeah,
played
I'm
it.
s- I'm sorry. Let's talk about what you experienced and what you played on this weekend because I'm interested.
Yeah, it's like this. That was kind of weird. I was really interested.
That's not the word?
No, it just sounded kind of like, no, I'm very interested. You can say it.
I know what you mean. Anyways,
So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, it's called Tia for God, and it's a game that uses the Guardian system. The Guardian system is what makes the Oculus Quest so revolutionary. That's what allows us to move in the real life and also in the game without the need for treadmills.
sure.
And this game specifically is like this. It's a procedurally generated room. So you set your boundary. I went to the garage to play this one because I want to make it as big as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And once you put on your headset and set the boundary, then you're in the game. And after that, it starts to create corridors and rooms. So you keep moving. Well, in the end of the story, I know that I was a guy who was inside a building that had some kind of robot revolution. But I walked about a mile inside my own garage, and I didn't even notice.
Yeah. And I mean, you live in a residential building, right? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there were other people around to see you.
No, no, I
And
waited until it was like midnight.
that will be funny.
But it would be pretty crazy. Imagine you get home and then there's like some guy wearing like a headset. He can't even see you. He's just walking circles.
And you need to make sure not to run around him.
Yeah, but if you make a noise, we'll go back to real life and I'll just stare at you and you'll be looking at me like, oh fuck, does he see me or not?
Oh shit! The paranoia passes on to real life. So in this game, you are some guy that are. I mean, you are in the middle of a robot revolution, and what do you need to do? You need to kill the
Oh,
robot,
it's a very lame game. It's horrible actually. Gameplay's terrible.
but the
But
experience, but
the idea,
like
yeah.
mechanical wise,
Yes, the
you
idea is amazing. It's very good. You actually feel very constricted by the corridors. You are scared of falling by the edges. You have to crouch at some point to get down some vents, and you really feel like doing it. It's insane.
what are some other mechanicals? You can you like move stuff around? Can you?
Yes, yes. VR games and mostly everything made in VR, they use like a real 3D engine. So that's very different from old school games and consoles because when you are looking in a flat screen, there are menus and stuff that the character cannot interact or even see. However, when you are in VR, you have to kind of create the illusion. So at every moment, the room is something that actually exists. You can move there. The objects you can hold in your hand and throw them. The physics are somewhat close to our reality.
Kinda, yeah.
And I guess that you have a weapon in your hand, and so if you want to shoot, you have to get it on your pocket. You have to move your hands. you have to aim, and then if you run out of bullets, you have to use your second hand and do a real reload, much like how it's in real life, you know.
Can you? I've seen some game. I don't know what which one was it. I guess it was just a concept game where you could use a like some telekinesis stuff to move stuff around just with your
Your-
mind between
Mhm.
quote.
Yeah, wow. I don't know if there is a game for Oculus Quest like this, but it's a next mind game, right?
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, it wasn't that. Yeah, it's true. It wasn't that Next to Mine trailer. Yeah,
Hmm.
where you were holding stuff with your physical hand, but you could also use your hand to move stuff around. Man, that one was dope. I really want to try that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because there are many, I guess you could say. Well, one of the games I played is called Playground, like sandbox games, you know?
Yeah, I love Sandbox.
Yeah, I just spent like many hours in the sandbox. You really move around, and I was really into the idea, so I move it like in real life too, you know?
Yeah,
And you can hold stuff, you can punch stuff. It's pretty crazy. Like people from VR are very into simulating physics and stuff, you know?
yeah. And for example, you have a Quest 2.0 or you have a Rift or whatever, one of those next gen
Hmm.
headsets. Uh, it has a operational system, right?
Yes,
So for example, you could connect it to Steam and download the VR games.
yes,
How does it work? It's like that?
yes. Well, specifically in the case of the Oculus Quest, it's a pretty funny thing because it's actually a heavily modified version of Android. So it's pretty much a cell phone. It's amazing.
Oh, so you could like access normal internet on it too.
Yes, you can also have connect to your PC and you have your own office. It's a virtual office.
Yeah, so no one will be seen watching porn. Me.
No, well, everyone will see you jack off, just not what you're jacking off to. But yeah, it's pretty much like that. And also, there are some games that, well, I don't do this. But if someone wanted to do this, it's possible to go on the internet and you can find the APKs, you know, for Android for every single game.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, this is nothing new. You're not telling anything that already was known, right, guys?
I
Don't
haven't
do it
done this, okay, for legal reasons. I have not done this.
for legal reasons. This is just a joke. We are kidding. Please don't sue us. We don't have any money.
It's on the internet. I didn't do stuff, you know, it's there.
But wow, that's true. Wow, that's
But
amazing.
but you can install the games that are made for the Quest and other headsets. But also, you know, there's one that's pretty good, Half Life. You know,
Oh yeah.
that's some old ass game, and someone just like hit the VR button on the engine. It already exists, and you can play the whole game like that.
Dude, and I can see the VR games becoming a huge part of the gaming industry in the years to come. This is already developing real fast.
Yeah, I
Uh,
guess it's coming. This is the decade of VR, I guess.
yeah. Nowadays, the big companies are working mainly on console games. So VR games are basically made by indie companies
Yeah.
and developers, but I can see this becoming mainstream in the years to come, and to that point where you have a big ass company with a big ass budget. pouring it all over the VR games, I can see some crazy shit happen, and I'm hyped for this.
Yeah, and I can
Do you
also
think
see
they?
myself using this. I will be using this shit for real.
Yeah, every day. Do you can you imagine or can you see these companies creating their own hardware,
Of
their
fucking
own?
course I can. Well, the thing in VR is right now is like this. We have like many industries that make VR, but they are business VR. They are like over $1,000, and they are for business. You know,
Yeah, it's not very
consumer friendly.
general.
Yeah,
Yeah, cons- general public friendly. I get it.
yeah. So the innovation on Oculus Quest is because Facebook is tanking the damage. They are selling this at a loss in order to collect your data because there is way more data to collect in VR than in flat screen, you know?
uh, Man, that's so fucked. But well, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Uh,
what can I do, you know?
yeah, what can I do? But well, when these gaming companies like Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo start producing their own headsets, that's where you actually see the all this technology being uh, popularized. Is that the word? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. I don't think so. Honestly, myself, I have been looking at the industry for a while now, and I see that consoles use ancient consoles. We call them pancake consoles. You know,
Why pancake?
pancake because they are flat,
Ah,
flat screen.
yeah.
So they don't really want to go into the VR business because they already have a console. So you would be doing this instead of actually stop making PS4s and Xbox and starting to make like putting all the hardware in your head. What they do is that they have a tower, much like the PC guys, and the
Yeah.
tower, the Xbox or the PS5 is like the server to the headset. They don't want to go this route because it's expensive and people don't want this, you know? They don't want to buy this.
Mm.
They want the PS5 and the VR is an add-on, you know? Facebook's
Oh,
very different. They just want to make headsets. And they also have another goal in mind. They don't want to sell games. They don't really care for that.
they only care about your information, and that's it.
Well, yes, that's true, but they also sell the story that they also want to make a VR environment. So you have the VR office, you have the VR classes, and that doesn't talk to games. You know, they want to get away
Oh,
from games.
oh yeah. This is just was talking about
Yeah,
in the beginning of the episode. Oh yeah, I can see that. Oh,
and you know,
that's unfortunate. What does it need? What do what Facebook needs to do with it? Why not someone else? I mean, come on.
no, that's because you know what's happening. Someone else is doing this. Valve, you know, Steam.
Yeah, they are doing it as well.
Yes, they are responsible for the last gen best VR, the Valve HTC Vive, and also the Valve Index, which tracks your fingers.
Oh,
And their mindset is like this: we can make the best fucking VR. The guy who made Half Life is fucking billionaire too, you know. But he's not on the mind of selling the cheapest VR possible. He's on the mind of going to the most crazy idea possible, like mind tracking, eye tracking, and that's expensive and also needs a PC. And I think that's why VR didn't carry on until now. They stick to the towers. What the fuck?
hmm. Well,
Yeah,
I
because you
mean
know
that's
you have to
again.
buy a $5,000 PC and also the headset. That's the wrong road to make VR popular, you know?
Yeah, that's the wrong way because there's there's not many people who will expand who would waste, I mean, $5,000
Yeah.
just for a tower that I can see that. That's a problem. I agree with you. If it worked this way, then I can see it remaining as a niche.
Yeah, because
Uh,
that's I don't know the name of the guy, Gabe from Half Life.
Gabe
He's in a
Newell.
mindset of I am a nerd, I have the power, I'm going to make the best VR for me and my rich buddies. And Facebook's like, no, I want the cheapest VR. I will be smartphone 2.0, and soon everyone will be connected here.
Yeah, you can see the two extremes here. Some nerd who wanna experience the best VR environment ever, and on the other side you have the psychopath businessman wanting
Yeah,
to rule the world. But well, they let them fight. Let them fucking fight. Let them.
please kill yourselves. I would love to see that.
Yeah, well, I would love to see that, and even more, I would love to see the technology developing even faster. So yeah, when while you're fighting to death with your businesses, we are seeing the technology going forward, and that's what we want, I guess.
Yeah, I think so too. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say for today. I told my story. Sorry it took over an hour, but that's pretty crazy. I really like VR.
Oh, it's been an hour already. I didn't notice it, but what's the time?
I'm not
How much?
sure because we are recording in a different way right now. I think it's
Oh
been
yeah,
about 50 minutes to an hour.
yeah. So well, today I didn't have anything specific to say it as well. I was just going to talk with Cici about VR itself, about the experiences he had in this weekend, in the previous weekend, I mean.
No, it has been this weekend.
Yeah, and well, as you guys are listening to us right now, we are offline for the first time. I guess we are going to keep with this format for a while because we are having some problems, but well, someday
Yeah,
we may go back to streaming. We can be live while we are talking. But let's see. If you when we get some audience, when you get some of you guys to listen to we some of you who are willing to listen to us, I we can go back to that. But meanwhile, I guess we are going to stick with the offline format. And good news for you guys that
mm,
are
mm, mm.
probably not listening on the day that this will go when this gets uploaded. But the next episode, we will have a our first guest that is not one of our
Friends.
close friends. Yeah, and that's great, and that's not only great, that's new for us, and that's huge. That's some very good news for us. um uh Today is Thursday. We are going to get this episode on Saturday, and today we're talking about VR, and on Saturday we are going to talk about 3D printing. That's some
Yeah, yeah. And it's going to be with a real person. Wow.
Yeah, a real person who knows their shit. They know what they're talking about.
True, true, true. It's gonna be awesome. So, but it's also going to be probably just an hour long episode too. So let's see. We're gonna have to make our time count.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's some stuff that I want to discuss about regarding 3D printing. Not only the technology itself, but all the implications around it. What it's going to do, what is going to happen next within the next few years, and stuff like that. What can we use it? For the first part, I guess that we are going to talk about this with our guest, and after our pause that we always do, we're it's going to be just me and Cece, and we are going to discuss it further
Mhm.
about other things that we may or may not have in mind. So yeah, it is going to be a new experience for us. We ended our first part of a test here for the podcast. Now we are entering a new phase. But well, so far this is being really cool. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. And soon we are also gonna have another new stuff for you guys. Some more streamlined videos, 10, 12 minute videos like on YouTube, you know?
Yeah, we are going to put together all of our ideas, everything that we think about, everything that we want to say, and put it in a more elaborated way. So we are going to work on this for the next few weeks, and hopefully this goes live on May or something like that. I'm really excited for this as well because this is something that we really been wanting to do for a while now, for like 6 years.
Yeah, true.
And well, we are doing this now. Stay tuned, keep an eye around, and this will be this will be done as well.
Yeah,
But
also,
well,
just one thing we have to say now more than ever, now that we are offline, please make sure you go to the Discord channel. You know, that's how you can find us. Best place for everything, because since we are offline right now, just leave us a message, you know?
yeah, leave us a message at Discord or I don't know, Instagram, anywhere that you can find us. If you want to get in touch with us, just drop a message and we will always respond. We will always answer.
Yeah, that's it. Also, like, share, and subscribe, you know, all the usual stuff.
All the usual, all the oh shit, man, my accent, my accent is fucked up today. I don't know what's
It's
happening.
leaking. It's leaking.
Yeah, my accent is leaking. I don't know. I stopped doing this for like a week, and now I'm all rusty again.
Practice makes the wise man, my friend.
Practice and make it perfect.
But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for your time, okay? Love it being here today.
Love being here today, and see you next time.
Bye bye.
See ya.